Okay, so these are the rest of the suspension bolts for this E36, but this is how it looks. Basically, this is still out of a degreaser now, but this is how it looks, and I will obviously show you shortly how the rest came out. So this I'll do but next later in the week, and I'll show you how these come out, but I'll show you how the others came out, and they were basically in a similar condition to this here. So as you can see, the car is back from paint. The car looks good. They fixed up all the touches that we had to, but we started working on the vehicle already. So we've got our wrapper all the way around. We've started on the wiring already. So basically we've done with the booth. We're starting to clean out the booth nicely now. All this here is going to get done. There's some oversprays here that'll get taken out. This is the extra, I think it's a breather pipe for the petrol tank. This is going to get taken out, and this here must be black. The main fuel and the main battery line will come out, and this will get cleaned out again, so it's nice and black and so on. This box will come out. This is the M box here, that will come out. You can see here the wiring is all done on the interior already. So we're trying to go with the same factory look. We try to get the same material from the factory, and we're trying to finish off with that. And then I've got some chemicals in, some detailing chemicals for these mats that we can try and revive. We spoke about this here when the car was still in paint. I'm gonna squeeze through here. You can see the wiring. It looks a mess, but it's actually neatened out now. So whatever was cut, we actually joined up properly. It's soldered with heat shrink nicely, and this is basically ready to be tested now and put together. Then obviously the seat belts and stuff like that, that'll be taken out and redone, and we're obviously going to clean up on the inside there. So assembly for this vehicle is going to start as soon as possible. Now we actually started with it, but we want to get this car done. Okay, so basically on the E36 M3, this is our springs for the shoes and etc, etc. This is now after the degreaser. Here's the rest of the stuff here. So we're gonna be ready. We're gonna get ready to plate it now, and then I will update you once that is done as well. So after about 20 minutes of plating, this is how nice and clean they come out. These guys also look good. So obviously we're gonna go with a mixture of your silvers and your gold in here. So yeah. Okay, so after all the plating yesterday, this is the color that we chose. So I left it a little bit longer to get this color, but you can see how nice and rigid it is. It's got a nice tinsel to it. It's got a nice gold and green into it. So we actually got these caliper balls done as well, and that we left in a normal silver. But here's your stabilizer babushes, those brackets there. Here's your drop link brackets. If you come down to the bottom here, this is all the brake shoe stuff. So we actually changed the color of this here. This here was initially silver, but I think with the brake between the two go like this here. So this is for the shoe adjuster. I think that'll go well together. Then you got your locking pins that hold your brake shoes in. We left that silver with the silver spring, and then we made this guy here gold. So the whole setup will look nice. This here, this is not for your side shaft bolts, the bracket around the bolts. This is actually plated black. It's not sprayed or anything. So this was part of the process yesterday. So the reason why we went black here is because if we go black here, remember we're using a gold bolt. And look at this. Look at the contrast on this too. Onto a silver CV joint. So this here will look nice. I think this is gonna look nice. Anyway, this is still part of the stuff that's this is the stuff that I done yesterday. There's still another lot to get done, and then obviously we move over to the front suspension. So the front is another ball game. So remember, this is getting a 3.2 motor. So we've actually got the motor standing in storage, but it's still on the front suspension. So remember, we've got to go through all of these guys again. So everything is going to come out here. We've got Bulstein, not Monroe's. We've got Bulstein shocks, and it's a Bulstein and Eibach kit. So that's what the vehicles came out with, and it's the spec for this vehicle. So everything is going to get done. We're still going to do a whole video of the strip down on the front. So what I showed you yesterday was basically just the breakdown of the back of the car. Now we got to tackle this here. So idea here, I want to redo all these Vanos bolts. Remember, this here was an import motor. So in South Africa, we normally get motors from overseas, and they're known as import motors, right? We know them for low mileage motors, obviously depending on which country it came from. But we don't really, this motor's not going to get opened up. It's not going to get stripped down and rebuilt because it is a low mileage motor. It has been started up. The motor is fresh. However, we are going to clean all the hanging parts off it. So these bolts or these cap screws all got to get done in a certain way. So the Vanos cap screws got to get done. The piping has got to get done. Like I told you, there's a spin on this motor here. So we're going to go for the OEM look, but not entirely OEM. We're going to play around with how we finish this motor, but we want it to look classy. So this is the rear suspension coming out on the E36. Have a look at the spoon here. So this is powder coated, not plated. This came out quite nice. The arbs came out nice. You can actually see the smoothness of it. And the spoons, you'll actually see there's writing on not the spoons, the forks. There's actually writing here that you can actually read of. That's how nice the powder coat sinks into all the corners. That's the front control arm there. Then the car is back from paint. I'll do a proper video of it next week. We've started with the wiring already. We started pulling the wiring through. The front is actually a bit hectic, but the interior is done already. So I'll do a proper video of this here within the coming week. Anyway, guys, like I said, if you guys like the content that you're seeing, and you like the way we build, the way we restore, please subscribe to our channel. We appreciate all the subscriptions currently. Give us feedback. I've seen a lot of feedback coming through with the last couple of uploads, and we really appreciate it. And we're trying to make things different. We're trying to differ things. The problem is that we're also hands-on everything. We don't really outsource stuff. So recording and doing videos while we busy with stuff is extremely hard, but I am working on it, and we will get it done. Guys, cheers, and let's wait for the next one.